Hello, traders. Thank you for joining me for another weekly recap. This is for the week of February 22nd through the 26th, 2021. This is the trading week for the ending of February. This is the first week that we have seen red. Um, the portfolio was lower at the end of the week than it was at the start. And this trading week, we have took in two losses. Two of our positions, CRON and BJ, has been stopped it out. Unfortunately, it looks like the market is going into a correction, and due to that, I'm deciding to hold off and replacing any of the positions that got stopped out. There's no telling how deep the correction will be, so I am in no rush to put in any new positions. I'm gonna wait for the correction to sort itself out and then add on. In the meantime, uh, next week will be the beginning of March. I will be adding another $100 to the portfolio. Now let's go into the portfolio recap. So as of the start of this week, the 22nd, our portfolio had a value of 1,166 and 85 cents. And you could see from this chart that it just went downhill from there. And today's value, today is the 26th, is 1,086 and 11 cents. It's $80.74 down from last week. And that represents a 6.92% down. A year-to-date chart, you see, even though it looks like it's a big fall from a weekly outlook, from a yearly outlook, we're still looking pretty good. All right, let's go look at the positions and how they're doing. So our QS position, QS ended the week at $54.93. We total gains was $55.41. Percent gain 24.95%. This is actually down from last week. Last week's gains was at $91.96. TU ended the week at $24.04. This is actually 4 cents from our stop. So I don't have too much hope for it, but let's see what next week has in store for TU. For this position, we ended the week with a loss of $16.65, representing a loss of 5.6%. And as I mentioned earlier, our stop is set for 20. So it's 4 cents from stop. Our positions that got stopped out was CRON. It got stopped out at 11. Let's see, that was on the 23rd. Tuesday when that big fall happened. On Tuesday as well, BJ also took a stop. So we took our losses on it. Got stopped out at 40 and 95 cents. The stop is set to trigger at 41, but I set a limit for 41 and 95 cents just to catch any slipperage. So we can be sure that we got out. So to look at the year to date again, We're still looking pretty good. Just have to be consistent. The weekly. Tuesday had a huge dip, a little bounce back on Wednesday, but we still finished the week a lot lower. So as of total, we since the start of this portfolio, we had 3 positions that got stopped out. POLA got stopped out, CRON got stopped out, and BJ got stopped out. So 6% of the portfolio was lost in total, each of them being roughly $20. And when we take a lot of loss like this, it's a good time for us to reflect on what's happening. And from what we saw in what the S&P did this week, I believe it could be a start of a correction. So it's a good thing to hold off. And that's what I'm going to plan to do is hold off for a few weeks and reevaluate what the market is going to do before I enter any more positions. There's no rush to get into any positions right now, so I'm going to hold off on that. And at the start of March, I'm going to add another $100 to this portfolio to help it grow. Thank you for joining me for this week's weekly recap. Continue to follow along. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to know more about the positions or any of the decision making, feel free to also leave a comment. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a good week and a good start to March.